Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we got the new challenge tree for week 2 of the Tides of War chapter Overture. So I will go through all the different missions and give you some tips how to complete them. This week's challenges are all about squad play and reinforcements, so you start into it with a mission to revive 6 squad members as assault, support or recon with the new body revive. You can identify downed squad mates by the skull sign above them. To use the body revive, step close to them and press X on Xbox or square on PS4. But be careful and check your surroundings before you start the revive, because the body revive takes much more time than the medic syringe revive. If you hear steps or receive damage while doing the revive, you can cancel it by pressing X or square again. And if you try to go for the body revive and don't want your squad mates to skip, tell them by calling them out. To do so, just point your crosshair at the sign which signals the downed squad mate and press the spotting button, which is RB on Xbox and R1 on PS4. Your squad mate will then get a little notification that there is someone nearby trying to come for the revive. After the body revive mission, you can do the optional challenge to earn best squad. This is the one with the highest squad score in the game. The score can be earned by playing the objective, killing enemies and helping your squad mates with ammo, heals, repairs or kill assists. So try to stick to your squad and help each other to complete this mission. If you're unlucky and you can't find a decent squad, take a look at the scoreboard during a match and try to join the squad of one of the top players. That should give you the chance to complete this mission. After the first 2 challenges, the mission tree splits into 2 paths. So you can either revive 10 teammates with a syringe or spot 15 enemies with a spotting scope. If you like to do both, of course you can do both as well. Reviving 10 teammates with a syringe is a task for the medic class, and the tips for this are similar to the tips for the body revive. So call your downed teammates out, check your surroundings before you revive and press X or square to start the revive. If it's necessary, you can also cover the area with some smoke of your grenade launcher. Note that the syringe is equipped by default on X or square and not as a gadget, so you always carry it with you in your pockets. If you decide to spot 15 enemies with your spotting scope, you have to go with the recon. The scope is one of the starting gadgets for this class and you will spot enemies automatically when you look at them through the scope. They will then have a red dot over their heads for a few seconds and will be visible on the minimap as well. Note that you only have to spot them to complete the mission. You don't have to get the spotting assist. The next mission, complete 5 squad orders, is not optional, so you have to do it. Completing squad orders mean that you have to do what your squad leader tells you to do. You can see the current order next to the minimap or as blinking arrows around an objective. If it's an attack order, go and attack the objective until you captured the flag. If it's a defense order, stay at the flag and defend it until there's no more enemy left on the objective. But of course this means you need to have a squad leader that gives orders. If that's not the case, you can request an order with a comma rose. Just hold RB on Xbox or R1 on PS4 to open it and select your command with the right stick. If the current squad leader is not reacting to the request, you will automatically become the new squad leader after a while. As a squad leader, you can then give orders by pointing your crosshair at an objective icon and press the spotting button, or select an objective with the comma rose. The squad order counts as completed when at least one member of the squad does what the squad leader says. So no worries if there's a black sheep in your squad or half of your squad can't make it to the objective in time. Just always have a look at where your squaddies are and give orders that fit your squad movement. When you are a squad leader, you can also complete one of the next missions. Call in 1 reinforcement as a squad leader. It doesn't have to be a V1 or JB2 rocket or crocodile tank. Sometimes a supply drop is more helpful than this and can be called more often. So whenever you have enough points to call in at least 1 reinforcement, the points next to your name will start blinking. You can then call in a reinforcement by holding RB and LB on Xbox or R1 and L1 on PS4 and make your choice with the right stick. By releasing the buttons, you confirm your choice. If you chose the supply drop or a rocket strike, you will now have a field glass in your hand. Look through it, point at the area where you want the reinforcement to drop and confirm it with the trigger. If you chose one of the vehicles, they won't magically spawn next to you or fall out of the sky. You or one of your squad mates will have to go back to the spawn menu and choose the reinforcement at the base spawn point. When you are not a squad leader, you can go the second path of the mission tree and simply kill 15 enemies or do 15 squad kill assists. You will get an assist when you already deal massive damage to opponents, but your squad mate kills them in the end. The last mission of this week is about reinforcements as well, but this time you don't really have the choice. You have to call in the rocket. But this time you don't have to be the squad leader. The mission just says, as a squad, kill 2 enemies with V1 or JB2 reinforcements. So you can also complete the mission if you're just a squaddie and not the leader. To get at least 2 kills with a rocket and not drop it on nothing, try to watch the enemy movement a little bit. Take your time before you call the rocket and don't rush it. A good advice is always to drop the rocket on an objective that your team is losing right now, because that guarantees a decent amount of enemies on the area and that they will stay there for a few seconds. This is important because it takes a while for the rocket to drop after you called it in. If that's not an option, you can also drop it on some campers or a camping tank, as they naturally don't move much. If you have completed all missions, you will be the happy owner of the red burner helmet for the Axis side. It looks a bit like the support class helmet of Battlefield 1, but this time it is available for all classes. And that's all for today. I hope the tips help you to complete as many missions as you can and to earn the reward at the end. If you liked the video, give it a thumb up and subscribe for more Battlefield content. Until then, thanks for watching and I see you on the battlefield.